I'm interviewing Ollie Burland here today. He is in the first team cricket. Then Ollie, have you achieved any recent goals and how did you achieve them?
One of my most recent goals was scoring 100 for the first team cricket against the 40 club. Achieving this was quite difficult. To do it, I had to make sure that I, one, didn't just give away my wicket, and two, I had to carry on focusing for the lengthy period of time I was at the crease.
Okay. What is your short-term goal?
My short-term goal, well, we've got another 2020 today, so I'd like to get a few runs in that, increase my strike rate to above 100, which would be an ideal goal.
Okay. What is your medium-term goal?
I'd like to develop on my hitting through the V. This would enhance my scoring options within longer matches and even within 2020 games, and maybe strengthening the over the top aspect, hitting over the top, as this utilises the space behind the fielders.
Okay, thank you. What is your long-term goal? This can span from several months to several years.
I'd like to be playing university first team cricket. That would be ideal for it within the next 4 years or so. Maybe try and get onto a county academy, but this is an extravagant goal. Several months. I would like to make another 100 for the first team.
Are your targets smart? Can you explain how, please?
Yeah, I believe they are quite smart. I mean.
Okay, smart is basically specific.
Oh yeah. Well, scoring 100 is a specific way and is a specific goal of mine, especially.
M is for measurable.
Yeah, I can measure my improvement within hitting through the V between number of balls faced, number of balls hit through the V.
A is for achievable.
I believe scoring 100 and hitting through the V is very achievable, as I've already scored 100 this year, and hitting through the V is just a technical aspect of the game.
And then T is time bound. R, realistic.
Realistic. Yeah, I'd say they are realistic, just for the fact that it's happened before, and time-wise, it varies upon if I get injured or any specific things like that which may hinder the time I have to train.
And then T is time bound, so can you do it in the set time that you've got?
Yeah, I reckon I can do it within the next, certainly by the end of next year, but I'd like to have it done by the end of this cricketing season.
Okay, do you know what a SWOT analysis is, or do you need me to explain that to you?
Could you explain it, please?
Okay, S is for strengths, so your strengths and your targets, your weaknesses, your opportunities, so like your facilities, what opportunity you've got to be able to get there, and then your threats, so like somebody taking your place. So what do you think your strengths are?
When I train, it's quite an intense training session. I want to get the most out of when I train. And within my target, my strength would definitely be scoring the runs. Just for the fact that I can score behind square quite comfortably. But then weakness-wise, for my weaknesses, hitting through the V, that is a main weakness of mine. Just for the fact when quick bowlers come on, I struggle to hit through the V. I have to play the ball very late. This, as I've already said, diminishes my scoring areas.
What are your current expectations?
Well, I'd like to be playing first team for the whole season, but they've got a few injuries at the moment, so I could potentially be playing second 11. But this just means that I will have to get many runs to push myself back into the first team. Yeah.
What opportunities do you have?
Opportunities. Well,
Obviously, being like a school at Millfield, they're quite vast. But if you could explain for you.
Well, the bubble is a great area for training within the winter when it's raining, especially. As there's four nets in there, which with the Merlin bowling machine and a pace bowling machine and 2 open nets, it's a great place to go and train when it's cold or when it's wet outside. Having the outdoor nets just allows you to transfer the skills you've learnt indoors to outdoors when the transition comes between winter and summer. If it comes to the fitness aspect, you always have both gyms, the upper and the lower gym, and there's such expansive space just to run if you fancy running. And the coaching staff are some of the best in the world here. So you always have people to go and ask for advice and ways to improve on your game.
What threats could there be to your sporting career, and how will you handle them?
Well, there's always the threat of people coming back into the team. Handling that is pretty simple. You just need to go to the team that you're playing in and get as many runs or do as well as you possibly can. But there's always injury. Like I've only got one kidney, so injury could occur, and to deal with that, you just gotta get over it, or take the medicine, go to hospital, do whatever you can, and try and recover as quickly as possible.
Have you had any key dates or transitions during your career? So like changing schools or changing clubs?
Yeah, actually, I changed from Wellington College in Berkshire from the last year to lower sixth here at Millfield. This had great effect for my cricket, as Wellington was a poor cricketing school, and we didn't really have much time or space to develop our game. Whilst here, there's Mark Garraway and Mr. Ellison, who really do push you in your game, and they get you to the best places that you want to be.
Obviously, playing for Wellington, you were playing first team quite young, but how did you feel making the jump from 18 to first team?
It was a big step up. It's hard to really go from playing bowlers your own age who aren't exactly threatening you as much as you're used to within the nets, to when you step out to the first team where the pitches really do help the bowlers, and the bowlers are a lot bigger, a lot quicker, and a lot more developed than you are yourself. It takes a lot of concentration, and it takes a bit, as I've said, it's a big step up, and it takes a lot of guts to be able to go out and, in cricketing context, face bowlers who are 18 when you're 14.
Have you had any serious injuries or illnesses that have stopped you playing in your career yet?
Not yet, no, because, well, when I had my kidney taken out, I was quite young. I'm hoping I never have to experience injuries like that, but not yet, I haven't had to deal with such.
Obviously, your main goal is to make it as a pro cricketer, but if you don't make it, would you continue to play sport or club or village cricket?
Yeah, I would continue to play cricket within club, definitely, as it's a passion in my life. I'll always enjoy playing cricket. But yeah, I'd like to play professionally. It would be the ideal option. But no, I'd definitely carry on training and playing and trying to be the best that I could be.
And then obviously, what would your second career plan be?
I quite fancy being a pilot. I mean, I've been accepted into Virgin's flying programme, so that's a good secondary option, which I could potentially take up for if I wanted to at university or after university.
Have you ever been advised on a second career by anybody throughout your school life or your family, obviously?
Well, my dad quite fancies me going into his business, but my mum wants me to become a pilot. They both agree that if I could become a cricketer, I should become a cricketer, as that's what I'm best at, that's what I like doing. Yeah.
And obviously, being at school, you need to study for some So what qualifications are you trying to get to make this happen at school?
I have to get at least 3 A levels at 2 A's and a B primarily. I would be hoping for 3 A's or an A star and 2 A's, but that might not necessarily happen. I also do LAMDA, which is London School of Music and Dramatic Arts, which helps with attaining UCAS points to go to the ideal university, which would be Durham primarily, or Loughborough. But I'm not really sure yet.
Obviously, playing first team is a good feat, especially in the last six. But has there been a coach, friend, or family member who's been instrumental for you getting this far?
Yeah, at Wellington I had a coach called Julian Wood, who was an outside coach, who actually worked at a rival school called Bradford College, who runs his own academy. He was really good. He brought radical new training ideas which encompassed baseball techniques with cricket, so enhanced batting power, enhanced strength and conditioning, and it really helped me develop especially my hitting and my power and runs scored to dot ball ratio. He would definitely be one of the main influences within my life in terms of cricket.
Okay, thank you, Ollie. Thank you for your time.